All right, this is a quick video. Well, not so quick, maybe quick. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're gonna do the nitro on the Highway Forever project. All right, so let's get to it. We're gonna have to attach this solenoid. We wanna put it like right there, sticking in everyone's face. Someone says, "Hey, you got nitrous?" Well, it's right there, man. You can't fucking see that shit. Looks like a big mushroom, right? All right, so how are we gonna do this? Well, we're gonna take these bolts off. I already loosened them up because we're gonna make a template to put here. So what I bought was a 2.5 by 5 1/4-inch thick aluminum, and I bought 2 just in case I messed up the other one. And what we're gonna do is, like I said, make a template. And this is the one that I made, and it came out to actually 3.5 inches. So 3.5 inches by 2.5, 1/4-inch thick will do you just right. So let me put this on real quick. All right, so there's the plate. I'm going to I'll polish it afterwards, after I get the next bracket cut. I'll show you what to do. All right, so the next plate we're gonna have to make is a plate so we can screw this solenoid down. So I made myself a template. It's gonna be 2.5 by, hold on a second, it's windy out here. One and a quarter. Just so you can see how I did it. All right, let me drill the holes on the plate. All right, looks good, man. This is what it looks like for now. All right, so that's the best possible bracket for this particular installation, and looks, as far as everyone being able to check it out. Okay, so I got a 90 degree fitting to fit under there. That's for the NITROUS, and I'm gonna run it right under the feed tube. That line I'm going to run in this one hole that we have here. So this is an 1/8 sprayer. This is one for fuel and nitrous. We're just going to use the nitrous. I put a cap on the fuel. This compression fitting for the purge. I'm going to hook it up to the purge solenoid. All right, so I got the line for the purge hooked up to the purge solenoid. I got the line coming up from the bottom of the nitrous solenoid that is connected with a 90 degree, and then we have the line hooking up to the nozzle in the back right there. So I guess I'm gonna make part 3 the wiring, because you guys are gonna really like where I'm gonna put the switch for the nozzle, for the nitrous and the purge. And then I'll do the finalization of how I'm gonna mount the 2 sprayers for the purge that is gonna come out of these 2 holes that I already put in here. Alright guys and girls, it could be 3rd gen, 1st gen, whatever, but you remember the first part, making the bracket. Now we're going to move on to the second part, which is getting your 20 feet line to hook up here, and basically just ran it all the way back under the carriage, ran it on the driver's side, and moved it all the way up here, and then used this cross member here and drilled a hole to open it up in the back of the trunk. Alright, so I just made the hole right there. Not much places to put the bottles, so I'm just gonna put it right there. And of course you're gonna need this for 2 bottles. This is the final part of a 3-part series on how to hook up nitrous oxide to your Cummins diesel. This video is going to be partially brought to you by the Miami Outlaw Customs Diesel over here in Miami, Florida. And what we're going to do is we're going to show you how to install your switches in the steering wheel. You got your purge, you got your nitrous, and tell me if that doesn't look badass. Totally, right? So listen, if this video helped you out, don't forget, hit that like button, and please subscribe if you haven't already. That's how we support this channel. All right, let's get to it. Airbag has to come out. That bottom tray has to come off. The column cover has to come off. Any words from the wisdom? There you go. Thank you very much, sir.
2. What back piece?
The one you just took off.
I just took it off, Papa. Look at it right now.
I don't have to take.
Oh, you're showing the people. Hi, people. Connector. You see that's yellow, and everybody knows that yellow means caution. That's your airbag system. So we're gonna use these 2 wires so when you can spin the steering wheel around, so we can activate our nitrous oxide, which, sir, we will not use in the city streets.
Right.
Bullshit.
Only on the track.
Bullshit. To make sure I got the right wires, just to make sure. You always want to be. I always like to back probe these things so you don't hurt the plugs if you have to use them again for something. So let me see here. Let's stick it in here. Oh, look.
Continuity.
So those are the wires.
All right, so we snip the clip in. He's got strippers right here, but he's like
old school.
Old school.
And while you're doing this kind of stuff, you got to be careful wearing your safety glasses, because something like this can happen to you.
Oh boy.
Then you got some serious problems. Yeah. Looks like I might have smoked something I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah.
But no, it was a piece of metal hit me in the face.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks a lot, buddy.
And what we're gonna do now is we're gonna run a ground source trigger for the nitrous relays, for the solenoids, of course, because I really don't want to run 12 volts through the clock spring. So we'll do a little bit of ground instead. I'm trying to get a good ground source here for my little invention, to use the clock spring as a trigger for the relays for the nitrous. to be our ground source for one of the parts of the switch. And then we're going to put on one side of the switch so we can run ground to it. Let me see if it's going to work. And I like to use all these weatherproof connectors and stuff.
So we got a T ground.
Yes.
Ground for both switches.
Yes, exactly. So it'll go somewhere around here.
And the
NITROUS. And the bang bang.
Alright.
Alright, so I took the plug from the bottom on the other side of the clock spring, which are these two wires. Okay. And we did our test here for grounding on the other side. If you see here, I grounded here on the steering wheel, and then the two wires that are going through the clock spring. And now I'm going to test here and turn the key forward. And we have ground. Let's do the other wire. We have ground. Now turn off the key. And we're good. So now well, this is what we did. We made holes in our airbag system right here where it's nice and clear on this side, which he doesn't want the airbag to deploy into his face because he says he used to be a model, which I think is a very big lie. And we made these little holes here, but he found these switches, these momentary switches. This is our purge, and you don't want, like, sorry about that noise. Richard's making noise. There's a momentary switch. You don't want an on and off switch that you're going to be purging and just let go of the whole nitrous bottle. So there are 5 little prongs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you see here, I cut the 2 that I'm not going to need because I'm checking here with my ohm meter and a 9-volt battery. So it have to be, I can be in the AC here, which the AC is not on. And just go through this until you find the momentary, you know, where you touch it and you're spraying, you know,
Negative and positive.
negative and positive, blah, 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 and all that good stuff. So
All right.
let's do the little test here again. So we're gonna go here and put our little load here thing. Take it. I need my glasses. Put some hair on that son of a bitch. Okay.
Glasses are right there.
Yeah, those things are binoculars. It's to see far away. I like to put it in here. Just to do a little test. Well, turn it off. So now we're gonna do our test. I'm gonna put this lead right here. See, there's nothing, no voltage. If I hold it down, here we go. Voltage, let it go, no voltage. And that'll actuate our relay, then it'll turn, actuate our nitrous solenoid. So we're ready to go. We're gonna go install this bad boy on the steering column.
Solder these 2.
You wanna try to hurry up and do this because you don't wanna hurt the switch.
Wrapped the endings of the posts after we welded them.
See if we can get that all tidied up and put into that.
And this is what I light my cigars with in the morning. In the morning, you heard that? Uh-oh, doesn't want to start. Harbor Freight. Well, it'll get there. There it goes.
Like a corner. It's still thick enough. The integrity is intact. These pieces have to be shaved by virtue of for the space you're going to need for the switches where they come down. So you're going to take off like 1/4 of an inch. All right.
All right, people, we're back. And we finished wiring up all our stuff here. Sorry we went a little bit fast forward here, but we just want to get this done already. But if you can see here, we got our wires that are going into the clock spring and they're coming out the bottom. and then we're running a ground switched relay system. So when you touch the button, it will send a ground to the relay, will in turn turn on your nitrous and your purge. And you got your buttons. They look pretty cool, pretty tricked out there. Everything nice and tight. Once it gets all done, you know, you'll have a bunch of wires like a race car that when you take out your steering wheel, they're all hanging down and stuff. All right, so we'll keep on and we'll get that down to that purge. That's what everybody wants to see, is that purge. Don't forget to install your horn. You don't want to get your customer or yourself pissed off. All right, so we got back from lunch just now, and we are wiring up our relays for our nitrous system.
Yeah, the solenoids.
For the solenoids. And well, what I'm doing here is since I'm gonna run a ground switch base, we're gonna run these two wires to the two switches for the steering wheel, which is the grounds for the relay, and then these two are the trigger, and I'm gonna run them to a toggle switch so you can activate
The system.
the system. You don't want to have this thing when you're rolling around this steering wheel shooting nitrous while you're doing a right turn. This is going to get connected to a power source, constant, and this will be connected to a solenoid 1 and 2. I like to use, like, this is for you know, everyday use, car, on the street, city use. I always use these types of regular relays. Under my race cars, I use solenoids off, starter solenoids. But I use a 50 amp to activate the nitrous, and I use a 40 amp to run the purge.
All right, sounds good.
Go ahead, Bullwinkle.
All right, so we're back to doing the installation here. And we did the installation with it.
One more.
Oh, this is the nitrous and the purge, which we did a little wiring harness to two.
Wait a minute. Where's you got a ground here?
Yes, we put a ground there, so we have to run a bunch of grounds everywhere.
So we
This
grounded
camera guy
it.
knows
We
one of the guys
grounded
who
it
started
here.
this shit. Why didn't he do it?
We grounded it here. Okay, go ahead.
And we made our harness here, our 50 and our 40 amp
I remember that.
relays, which are, this is what happens when you spend the part of the day installing nitrous. And we're gonna run our wires inside. We're gonna put our little toggle switch, and then we're gonna figure out how we can take the needle right off the boost gauge when we spray.
Hold on.
Oh, now I'm fucked. Well, right here we're installing the activation switch for the nitrous, and this is where Alberto wanted his. I always ask everybody where they want theirs. It's their choice. This is not my car. Where it's easiest for them. Bam, bam, bada boom, and it'll light up all beautiful blue. It'll glow this whole area up here. He'll know his nitrous is ready to rock and roll. Ya, mira, aquí vienen.
Espérate, que le vamos a meter ahora un pero ¡ahí sufre!